What's up guys, this is Austin with Hot Rod Heaven. I'm here with George today to talk a little bit about his sweet ride. We actually met him at a car show a couple weeks ago, and he's from Canada. So our first Canadian on the channel. He's here for Turkey Rod Run, so I figured before he went back home, we'd have to shoot this sweet truck. So George, tell me a little bit about the truck that we have here and what made you kind of want to build this truck here.
Well, it's a 1959 Apache, and I've always wanted a fleet side. A buddy of mine sent it to me online, and it was from Alberta, Canada, and it was in a barn. This isn't a real barn find. The truck had never ever been registered in its life. Farmer bought it brand new, and it never left the farm. So I'm the first registered owner of this truck. Starting
from the beginning, what kind of was the condition of the truck when you got it? Since it was on the farm, was it beat up or?
The way you see it.
Really?
Yeah, I added the visor and a little bit of the rust look, but this truck is the way it came. It was faded, all I've done is wax it. This is all original, it's never been touched.
Wow, so the paint and everything is
never
just
touched it.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Let's lift up the hood and see what's powering this thing.
Well, it's a 1990 12 valve Cummins. It's non-intercooled, and it's not a crazy built motor, but it's sitting around 400 horsepower. It's only a rotary injection pump. It's got a fair-sized turbo on it. It's quite mild. The head was done, the pistons were done, and it's got all new governor springs, new injectors, and you know, all the rebuild things you're going to do to a build like this. But it's just not a crazy horsepower. I just wanted the 12 valve. I love the sound. It's as noisy at the grill as it is at the tailpipe. That's what I wanted.
I love that you have a little turbo on here. What kind of made you want to do the diesel motor anyways and not go with like an LS or something like that?
Well, I'm a truck driver, so I like diesel motors. All my dualies I've ever had have been diesels, and it's just my thing. I just like the diesel over an LS, or you know, that's the go-to engine in all these kind of builds.
Yeah, I do like this. It's very unique, very different. Something that you don't really see a whole lot. Like you said, the LS is the way to go. So I think this stands out a little bit. Did you have any trouble kind of putting this in, or?
Hours.
Really?
Yeah, we had to build a special cradle. The front end was off, and the cab was up on the hoist, and trying to get this thing in there with a forklift and the cradle, and it was in and out. I don't know how many dozens of times. Everything had to be fabricated, and yeah, it was a tedious job, but we got it to fit. The transmission is an NV 4500 5-speed manual. It's a common transmission with this motor back in 1990. As far as the exhaust goes, I call it school bus exhaust. It's just one pipe front to back, 4-inch. And instead of running electric compressors like most air ride guys do, this is belt-driven York compressor. Just delivers all the air all the time. So I have an electric backup. That's golden to have that York compressor on there. This was 18-month project. From the time I bought it, had it delivered in a snowstorm. It came in a snowstorm, and we started on it, 18 months.
Moving on to the exterior here, tell us a little bit about the wheels that you have, tires, suspension, all that good stuff that went into the build.
Well, they're Detroit Steely 20-inch wheels. They're the Ambassadors. I'm running a 245 on the front, 20, and a 335 on the back. It's a Camaro front clip with all QA1 suspension, airlift 3P, Slam specialty bags, and there's no shocks in the front of this truck. They're just bagged, and it rides good. I've lost enough steering as it is with the wider front tire. That's about it for the suspension. It's got a 49-inch rear end narrowed, strange axles. It's got a full 4-link suspension in the back. It's an original frame. It's the 1959 frame, and it's been fully boxed, front to back, boxed, C-notched obviously. My very good friend that let me use his shop to build this truck, Alex, he was bugging me for this entire build. He wanted to paint this truck and make it pretty, and I argued with him all the time. I said, Alex, this has to stay the way it is, but the tin has to hit the floor. When Sinister Creations did the wheel tubs, because those are a factory wheel tub, and they've been widened for the tires. When Jonah was welding those tubs in, he didn't realize till after the fact that the weld marks showed up on the outside of the truck, And he kind of went, oh my God, what have I done to his truck? When he said, look, I'm sorry, I'll fix all that, I said, you've made it look better.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
I see that you have the rear fender exhaust coming out there. What was the inspiration behind that? And I think it looks amazing.
I think it was pretty cool. Originally, it was going to come out right here.
Okay.
And my wife probably would have been choking on fumes, so it took me a long time to figure out where to put that. And Jonah thought I was crazy to cut a hole in a perfect box like that. And it took a lot, but we cut the hole, and I just wanted it there.
Yeah, looks good.
So.
And you know what they say, man. Happy wife, happy life. So probably a good thing that you put that back there.
Put up with a lot from me.
Let's talk about the bed a little bit. This is super clean. I love the way that looks. What kind of went into that there?
Bed was not a kit. Normally you can buy a kit for this truck. I wanted different colors. I wanted a wider board. The guys at Bill's Truck Shop, they had a ton of the extra stainless kicking around. I got another guy, Chris and Guy, they got the boards from a mill, and they milled them, they planed them and stained them. And I got all the stainless strips, and when Jonah built the entire framework for the box and the bed, that was all installed, and it turned out quite nice. The only thing most guys do is they put a push top to fuel. I wanted the bed as clean as possible, so you have to actually put the tailgate down to fuel it. It was actually Jonah's idea to match the boards, fill in the back panel. So it's all filled in, the stainless strips match. These panels remove, got a compressor, battery, everything else is under there, and but everything is accessed from underneath.
That's awesome.
So it's the cleanest look possible. This truck does not come with reverse lights. It never did. So my buddy Clint from Bill's Truck Shop, he had a set of reverse lights from a 56, and Jonah said, hey, let's put them on, then you've got reverse lights. So that's a kind of a custom thing to a 59, because the 59s didn't have reverse lights.
This is so cool, dude. Like even the bumper and it just being so heavy duty like it is. And did you add this?
Yes, we built a trailer to match this truck. So it's a 1959 milk truck, put a new front on it, and Alex painted it the same color as the truck. I wish I had it here, because it has matching Detroit Steely wheels, same color, white with the chrome on the sides. It's actually a pretty cool piece. But yeah, this will fully pull a matching trailer.
That's awesome, dude. I think that's incredible that it matches with the truck too. I think it just even adds more to the ride.
Yeah, so we needed a heavy duty bumper because I'm going to be pulling, so it was all reinforced. The bumper is a factory 59 bumper, and the extensions were made out, and only because in the 59, when the body sits on the floor, the rear fenders don't. So that hides where it doesn't sit on the floor. Well, the interior is actually completely factory. Believe it or not, that's a factory 59 seat. Tim from Negative Camber, he cut it down, took all the coils out of it. They generally have a big pack of coils in the front and back. Because I'm tall, I needed to get down and get under that big steering wheel. So that is a factory seat, all cut down and custom fabricated and sewn. The dash, everything you see is factory. All the 6-volt gauges have all been converted to 12 volt.
Oh, awesome.
I know everyone goes to Dakota Digital and stuff, and that's awesome stuff, but I wanted everything just to be factory. It's a factory Speedo works. I got a speed box in there, so it goes from the cable to a wire down to the transmission to make the Speedo work. I always make a joke about TMI interior because it's very, very nice, high quality stuff. And I have that interior because Tim made it.
You got the TIM interior.
That's right.
Oh man, I think it's really cool that you did keep the original gauges. I do like Dakota Digital, but I'm just a huge fan of the original speedometers. I think just looks so good. This is a giant steering wheel. This is the original steering wheel that came with the truck?
Well, I was told that this was the original steering wheel. I believe it's off of a Chevy 3-ton truck. It's the steering wheel that came with it from the farm. I'm not sure how it got swapped out. I thought it was the original steering wheel. Bill from Bill's Truck Shop, he's the god of Chevy trucks, so he said it was out of a 3-ton truck.
Gotcha.
But it is an identical replica, like it's the same steering wheel. I think the Apache steering wheel is just a little bit smaller.
And let's talk about your shifter, dude. Like, this thing is crazy. You would think it's almost like a rat rod type of feel. That thing is awesome. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, the shifter, well, I'm a truck driver, so, and I like all the big rigs that, you know, have the tall shifter, and it's sort of kind of a rat fink thing, you know, with the guy with his big arm up there. I just like the tall shifter. So it's just copper water pipe over a steel rod, and we extended it up as far as I could go without my knuckles hitting the
roof. Yeah.
Floor was redone. The floor was completely tunneled out to fit that ginormous transmission in there. The pedals had to be put in. It's actually an earlier square body gas pedal, so the pedal is on the firewall. Panels are factory. Okay. Generally, they're just steel.
Gotcha.
So Tim just covered them with the matching material as the headliner. The headliners generally come with a glued in piece of cardboard, so we put the same matching material on the ceiling as well as the door pads.
Well, shoot, I think that kind of wraps it up here. I say we get a camera in the truck and go for a cruise, man.
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Before we hop in the ride, we do have some shirts for sale, so if you want to support the channel, keep this thing going, we have that linked in the description below. Help support the brand. Now let's get back to the video. Man, this is awesome, dude. This is my favorite part.
Just the cruising. Yeah, but normally you're in a video going,
For real.
Yeah, crazy horsepower stuff. Like I said,
Hey, there's nothing wrong with just going low and slow and just cruising, man.
Yeah, just like cruising. Like, it goes good.
Yeah, dude. It does have some good torque, though.
Boy, it'll get up and go good. But I rolled some coal back there. It's still black.
Environmentalists might not like that too much.
I know I was going to get a t-shirt made up saying rolling coal for Greta.
My face hurts even just sitting in this. I'm already just smiling a ton, man. Like, this is such a cool build.
I get little kids that like,
holy crap. Yeah, that's loud, dude. Holy moly.
That's 50-year-old locomotive horn right off the top of a train. They call them 5-milers. So they're heard from a long way away.
And what is cool too is you have this little lock here, which is dope because I'm from Georgia, so seeing that is pretty cool.
Yeah, from a convict camp. I saw it at Turkey Run, and I was looking for a lock to lock the tonneau cover on my last build, and I thought, well, it's an old rat rod, and that rusty lock was perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome,
So
man.
when I sold the truck, I said I got to keep my lock.
I'm sure being down here, you get a lot of looks on this truck.
I get a lot of looks. The truck's cool looking, but then when they hear it and they go, that thing's got a diesel in it, and then they're more intrigued. And would you show me that engine?
Yeah, for sure.
I went and fueled up yesterday at Buc-ee's up there, and I couldn't get out of there. I was trying to leave, and everybody wants to take pictures and say, go ahead, do what you want.
That's funny, man. That's awesome, dude.
What year?
59.
59? Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Beautiful, man.
Thanks, man.
Love the rim.
That's cool, man. See, like, stuff like that makes this stuff worth it, I think. All right, guys, so that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. And also, George, thank you so much for letting me feature this truck, especially before you go home to Canada. So this was an awesome ride. I think it's super, super unique, and I appreciate you taking the time.
Well, thank you very much, Austin. I appreciate you putting me on YouTube and showing my truck off.
Yeah, dude, we have to show cool builds like this, and this one is definitely unique. So
thank you very much.
I'm super glad that we did that. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Gum Out for sponsoring this video. What they did was hook up George with a nice little care package. They hooked him up with some all-in-one diesel. Other diesel additives just clean injectors, while Gum Out cleans the entire diesel fuel system using their potent nitrogen D power detergent. It removes existing gel buildup, plus provides anti-gel protection, and it's even got cetane boost too. Go get yours today. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time.